Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Daz Reacts, and today I am reacting to some more Andrew Tate. And my last video that I'd done of him was the first time ever watching him. Before that, I never knew who he was, and he made some valid points, and there were some points in there which I didn't agree with, but I know that would have been one of his earlier videos. This is now his controversial side, and this is what I was expecting the last time, so I'm looking forward to this. You're probably going to get a lot of talking from me. Not everyone may agree with my opinions, and some may agree, some may disagree. They're just my opinions at the end of the day. So I hope you enjoy watching this. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I will be uploading daily. Let's get into it.
Let me change that. You will only even acknowledge he exists if he's ignored how he feels 99% of the time before that. Because if he was sad most of the time before that, he never would have got to a place where he could attract a woman like you. The man who works in Starbucks, who's sad all the time, you won't reply to him. Neither will any other female. So for women to come along and pretend they give a about the fact that most men are basically invisible. There is not a female on the planet who's invisible today. You can be a 4, overweight, fat, you'll still go to the club and get attention. 99% of the men go to the club and nobody even fucking talks to them. If they try and talk to a girl, they get blanked and ignored and told to Most men are absolutely and utterly invisible. This is the truth about masculinity, right? It's very easy for women to sit here and complain about the top 2% of men, because I've dealt with this guy, he's arrogant, blah, 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 blah. Most men don't even fucking exist. They send 10,000 DMs and never even get read, let alone replied to. So if you just sit here and say, I'll get a G, a big G, a boss, a millionaire, and let him have a day off, very nice of you. I'm sure you would. But if a guy who wanted to have days off all the time, he never would have got important enough in the first place to attract a woman like you. And that is the reality. As a man, it's player versus player. It's ultimately competitive. And as a man, you have to outcompete the other men who are prepared to get up and do it anyway. That's how it works. There's no such thing as saying, I'm sad, I need 2 weeks off. Not as a man if you want to be important.
I mean, if 12 tigers attack me.
Okay, I understand that in the sense that, it is the case that if you go to a club that, women in clubs are not going to go up to men, or if they do, it's going to be very rare. It's going to be the other way around. Women go to the club and they want the attention from men. It's the men that are then gonna approach them, and you do have to give off a certain confidence. With me, whenever I've gone out, it's always been my sense of humour that I don't really go out on. I've never really been going out on the pool, and when I used to go out when I was younger and things like that, I never went out on the pool. I never went out specifically to meet women. I went out to have a laugh. That for me it was always go out, have a good time, have a laugh, go home, done. That's it. But obviously a lot of people go out and they want to meet women. Women expect the attention to come to them. That's just the way it is. And yeah, I understand that with men, that if I go out and I'm confident and my sense of humour and that, people are going to want to talk to me and things like that. But if you've got someone that's shy and they don't want to talk, they're not really going to get that much attention.
And I managed to defeat 11 in unarmed combat with my Aikido, and the last tiger gets my neck. That's a fine way for Tate to die.
You cheated, you cheated. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and then grip her up by the neck. Shut up, bitch!
Why would you suck dick for free?
Okay, the thing is that with that, it is the case that, I'm presuming that is, the way that he treats women. I'm presuming he is aggressive towards women. I was brought up never to hit a woman, and I never have. I never have hit a woman. I never will hit a woman. That's just the way that I was brought up. For the way he went on there, grabbing a woman and slapping her and telling her to shut up, bitch, that is something that I would never do. And I will teach my kids the same thing. You do not hit women. It's just the way it is.
Because I love doing it. What the fuck? What the fuck? I love sucking dick. Why would I?
You have no future with these men, so why not at least get paid for it, right?
I am getting paid for it on fucking OnlyFans. I don't need them to pay me. I make way more than they could ever give me.
They get paid twice.
I don't believe.
Okay, see, with that, he's basically saying, if you love sucking dick, then get paid for it. Suck someone's dick and get... Just basically making you a prostitute. You can, if you love doing something, you feel like you've never worked a day in your life. That's fine, but yeah, you don't sell yourself. You don't sell your body out and things like that. And that's the difference in it. That money makes the world go round, but there's too many people out there that all they think about is money. All they think about is wealth. But wealth is not going to bring you happiness. Not the happiness that other things other than money are going to bring you.
Don't message me about depression, because I don't believe in it. If you're asleep in your bed in the middle of the night and you hear a noise, and you believe in ghosts, now you're afraid. But if you don't believe in ghosts, it's the wind, and you go back to sleep. You give the ghosts power. by believing in them. Your house is only haunted if you believe in ghosts. Belief is a powerful thing. If I were to stand in front of you, and I were to tell you that I could punch you as hard as I can in your sternum, and I could fracture it and send a splinter into your heart, would you allow me to try? You wouldn't, because you know I believe I can. I believe I can hurt any man on the planet, and that's why people are afraid of me. And you believe depression is a crippling disease, and that's why you're afraid of it.
What would you do if I wanted to start an OnlyFans?
I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with women doing OnlyFans, as long as I had influence and control over it.
What do you mean? Doing a video photographer to get the angles, yeah?
No. I'm not doing any real work, but just like taking all the money. Huh? If my chick said, I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand, all right, give me 8. All right, cool.
Why would, what woman is going to give you 8 grand?
You're my woman, you're doing OnlyFans, you're selling my product, what the fuck?
Your product?
Yes,
The
correct.
women's description's not
Next
your
question.
description. No. Gee, I don't know if you're being serious.
I'm totally serious. How would I let my chick do OnlyFans and keep all the money? That's disrespectful.
What woman is ever going to give you that?
Then she better not do OnlyFans. Duh.
Imagine.
See, that's the thing. That's the, because of like he's blew up and things like that. That's the people around him that like he would expect. Now, where I'm from, like if any woman here wanted to do something and like their boyfriend or husband turned around and said, yeah, you can do it. Like if you're going to earn 10 grand, like if you're going to earn 10 grand, you're going to give me 8. That you're not going to get it. That the response to that is going to be what her response was. It's never going to happen. That his mentality. That you already know what kind of person he is. He's a controlling person. He wants to control everything around him, and that includes like the women that he's with. He wants to control them. That like if you're doing OnlyFans, you give me 8, you take 2. Fuck that. It's not his property. She's not his property. Even like in marriage, you got that paper to say that you're married. That you're not property, and that's the difference. And that's both ways as well. Like that goes for men and women. But yeah, I mean. For the first video I watched of him, he made a lot of valid points and things like that. He was talking about it like it was more like a motivational one. This one, he's just coming across as a complete and utter dickhead, and he's the sort of person you just want to smack in the mouth.
One day you're sitting in Paris and having a fucking coffee, and terrorists roll through with AKs, and the person next to you has their brains blown out. You're gonna stand there and be like, waiting to die like a motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, bang, oh, seen that before. Okay, boom, boom, duck and dive in, take one terrorist out, next get the AK, go Rambo, take out all of fucking Pakistan with the G.
I don't think the world has ever been equal. That the modern society we live in has been built by men. Let's cut the crap. All the roads you see, all the buildings you see, everything around you, men built. All of it. When women come along and say, oh, we're just as important, you are just as important, but you had a completely different role. You fulfilled a different role in society. And I think now, if you look at the roles of society, I believe men are still doing their job, but I don't know if women are doing their job. Men are still out here building the modern world. But when they come home now, the girl's like, oh, why should I cook for you?
Would you be with me if I'd slept with over 50?
Okay, so the thing is that this is my mentality. That for what he said then, he said if you look around, like not so much for the newer ones because there's a lot of mix now, but like for the older buildings, men built it. It is the case that a lot of the things were built by men. I agree with that. But what I don't agree with is like changing the roles, because this is what people like him don't seem to realise, that it may be that men built what you see around you, but what people like him that fail to realise is that it's the women at home that have raised him that have built him. And that's the thing, that the idea of like people like mothers stand at home to raise their kids gets forgotten, and it's harder than what most men go out and do. That's the thing, because you are bringing someone else into this world and you are raising that person to be right. And like obviously like with him, he's fucked up in the brain, but that's the difference in it. Women are becoming a lot more prominent now in like the whole of life when it comes to like work life and things like, and things are changing. There are a lot more stay-at-home dads. I'm a stay-at-home dad. Like for my situation, I'm a stay-at-home dad, and if roles change and I had to go to work, like drop of a hat, I'd go to work. But as it stands, I am a stay-at-home dad, and I love doing it, and I get to see how hard it is. But with people like him, he just hasn't got a clue. He just thinks this whole world is based around men being like more prominent, more domineering, whatever, over women. It's not the case.
Men.
It's weird. Do you know what? Honestly, sometimes I listen to him talking and I get these things in my head that I want to say, but I've not really watched many people like him online. So even though in my mind I know what I want to say and I know how it comes across, to you it might seem like complete gibberish or a load of bollocks, but like men like him really do tend to wind me up.
I'm a high value woman, right?
How can you be high value if 50 men have slept with you?
What if I've just been single for a long time?
No, unacceptable.
Why is it unacceptable?
Somewhere on this planet, there is someone who is your age, may look a bit like you, who was just given some bad fucking news. Either they were just given a cancer diagnosis and given 2 weeks to live, or the police just knocked on the door and said, your family's dead. Yeah, a cement truck ran them all over. They're splattered all over the road. My family? Yeah, all of them. I guarantee a bomb in Syria or a chemical attack in Yemen. There's someone your age who's just got given some bad fucking news. And if you were to sit there and explain to them your problems, they would swap lives with you in a heartbeat. And this is what most of you motherfuckers don't understand. You're not grateful for what you have because you don't understand and don't anticipate that there's someone out there who would do anything to have what you have. I'm not even talking about me with my Lambo and my beautiful women and all my shit. I'm talking about just a normal, safe life where you can watch Tate speech YouTube videos and no one's gonna bomb your house. There are people who would do anything to trade with you. And if you were to sit there and try and explain to them all your problems, yeah, but you don't want to, I'm depressed and I have no girlfriend and it's hard to make money and my life's hard, and you were to tell them all your stupid reasons that you don't like your life, they'd sit there and listen to them all and go, okay, yeah, no problem, let's swap. And they'd sign on the dotted line.
Some child.
You know what? And this is the thing. This is what winds me up about him. I understand that there's people in the likes of Yemen and Syria and things like that. They would swap in a heartbeat. But he started that video with saying that, like, you've just received some bad news. You've got a knock on the door and said that your whole family has died. So basically what he is trying to say to you is that it doesn't matter that your whole family's just got hit by a cement truck. There's someone out there that's worse off. Like, why would you be depressed? Why would you cry over your family knowing that someone out there is worse off? Do you know what? This man is seriously starting to piss me off. That
was outside enjoying their life, playing with toys and smiling in the sunshine and having fun. I hate happiness. I hate happy children. Anyway, you're all losers. We've discussed this before. I'm the king of the world.
No. You don't
You're
go
a
to the
cunt.
club.
Sorry,
with your friends.
I don't really want to use that word too much, but he is. Seriously, this man is really starting to piss me off.
I don't know what kind of bitch-ass dude is letting his chicks go to the club with her friends without him. No. You stay in the house. You don't go nowhere. You're not, no restaurants, no clubs, nothing.
Because life for a man is harder than life for a woman.
I'm actually regretting watching this video. This man, I watched the Jimmy Carr video before this and my face was hurting through laughter. And now I'm regretting watching this video because this man is pissing me off.
Most men live depressing lives. For most men out.
Do you know what really pisses me off? What really pisses me off is that a lot of people will watch him and they're just normal people and they will sit there and watch these videos of this man and they will start to believe this shit. That's the thing. That's what annoys me the most, is that there's people out there that will start to believe this shit and then they will change as a person. They will change their persona. They could be the nicest person in the world. They could be a loving husband and things like that and a loving father, and this prick will make them change the way they think. He will change their values, and you get people out there that believe what they see in other people, and he's just
You're not, no restaurants, no clubs, nothing.
Because life for a man is harder than life for a woman. Most men live depressing lives. For most men out here, they can't even feel wanted. Their wife left them. They're invisible to women. Their kids don't talk to them. They're just not wanted. Society has huge burdens on men. We're supposed to be smart. We're supposed to be rich. Supposed to be interesting. Gotta have jokes, gotta have chat lines, right? Gotta be charming, gotta be cool, experiences, stories. We need to have a lot of shit to be an important man. To be a woman, you need makeup.
I got a message.
You know what? There is one thing that you need in this life. This is my opinion. Half of you may think this is right, half of you may think this is wrong, but this is my opinion. There is one thing that you need in this life. Before anything else, you need to learn how to be alone in this life. You need to learn how to be with just yourself, no one around you. When you can get to that point in life, you are set. Because there's too many people that are reliant. He's saying this, men have got it bad, men have got it worse, that we're depressed and we go through more than what women go through and all this bollocks. And the thing is that with that, it's not the case. That if you work hard and if you do everything you can to be in the job that you love, it is true, you will feel like you are never working a day in your life because you are doing what you love. If your wife leaves you, there is a problem there. Either you've cheated, she's cheated, one of you's not happy, or whatever. There is a problem there. No one just wakes up one day and thinks, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to leave, fuck it, go. I know it's a happy relationship, happy family, we've got kids to be happy, but I'm just going to leave. There is problems there, there is issues there, and the reason why that happens is because there's no communication. But this man, this man really made, I don't know.
On Instagram.
To be a woman, you need makeup.
I got a message on Instagram, and it was from a young 17-year-old, and he said, I'll do anything. I want to be Mafia like you. Can we work together? And I sat there and I said to Tristan, why does everyone think we're Mafia? We're not Mafia. Like, we don't run around with machine guns. I mean, obviously we have guns. Our house is full of machetes. Are we Mafia? Anyway, I don't think I'm Mafia. So I said to Tristan, look, we're not Mafia. Tristan goes, yes, we are. And I said, why? He goes, we're two huge fighting brothers with women naked on the internet who own casinos, who drive around Bucharest, Romania in over $2 million worth of fucking supercars. Everyone's afraid of us. And if anyone did piss us off at any point, even if we didn't want to fuck them up ourselves, we can make one phone call and they'd either be in a ditch or lose their any right to stay here, they'd have some visa issue and kicked out the country, or arrested for no reason and put in a jail cell for months at a time. We are basically as Mafia as you can get. So I guess I'm Mafia. I didn't mean to be. So I was sitting there going, well, I never intended on being an organized criminal. How do you end up being Mafia? And I've concluded that if you are competent in every single sphere, you're going to be viewed as Mafia. If you're a big, strong, smart, rich guy who's super well connected, how can you not be Mafia? How can you not be when everyone wants to know you? Who doesn't want to know the kickboxing world champion who walks into the club with 20 big booty cuties? Everyone wants to know me. The Mafia want to know me. So I don't need to be Mafia if all my friends are Mafia.
And also the idea of the first member of...
Sorry, do you know what? Sometimes I have to pause it just to get my head around it. That I just... It's amazing that, like, from one video to the next video, like, your opinions of one person changes so much just like that. Honestly, it's...
of color in this family.
We all knew it was coming. It's the get out of jail free card of the modern world. Megan, you're lighter than me. Look at her face. She's white. She's basically white. Megan, no one looks at you and thinks black girl. Nobody. Don't try the black person card. If you're black and you're watching this, you should be very offended that this light-skinned woman is going to try and play the black card. I'm as victimized because I am a Negro. Look at your straight hair. If you're so black, season me some chicken, bitch. And when it comes back tasteless, bland, then we will know. We'll know conclusively. You ain't black. Stop saying it. You're a liar. And now she's adding race. Because what happened is Oprah was starting to dig a bit. And Megan saw herself getting cornered in her lie. So when you get cornered, you bring out the big guns. Shit, shit, shit. Race! Pow, race, race! Look at my skin. Look at my pigment. I'm a tiny bit brown. Shut up.
I don't even know what to say. That this man has just changed my mood completely. I was in such a good mood. I watched the Jimmy Carr video. He was hilarious. It was risky jokes and things like that. And then I had to just go and watch this man. Why couldn't I do it the other way around? Seriously, why couldn't it just be the other way around? This man has not got a clue. That his mentality, that I don't even know what to say. The thing is that I'm never lost for words, and this man is making me lost for words. It is something that I can understand why he got blocked on all social medias. That I don't know. Just don't become like him. That it's all fake. It's not the way to be. It's not the life to have. And if that is the life that you want, then why? Just tell me why. And do me a favor, that I know a lot of you are going to disagree with the way I am towards it. A lot of you are going to think to yourself that, like for what I say is not valid. Tell me why. Tell me in the comments down below why you think I'm wrong for what I've said and for the way I've gone against what he said, because I don't think I am. I really don't think I am. I think this man is messed up in the head, and I think this man has been given so much praise from so many different angles by so many different people that he's just, at every step he's thought to himself, right, I've gone from motivational just to a complete and utter cunt. That is basically what he's done. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I hope you like this video. Like I said, comment down below on what you think. But I will be uploading I'm done. See you in the next one.